Thank you. I guess for Gene, I get your extra 2 minutes. But we'll just give Magic 15. First of all, I want to congratulate all the inductees and their families because I know what this means to me. I've been able to grow up in a small town and really never looking further than trying to be a star on my high school basketball team. And I don't know what the hell happened after that, but it just kept going. 30 years later, I'm still involved in it. But, you know, every time I come into a building and see a rim hanging up, I always remember my wife, Dinah. We had a home in Florida, and we built it, and we put a basketball goal right by the front door. And there's a guy over working one day. He said, I usually don't see this very often in Florida, having a basketball goal right by the front door. She goes, honey, if it wasn't for that basketball goal there, we wouldn't be living in this house. And she was a pretty good rebounder, too. Until she broke her nail on the third date, and that was the end of that. But, you know, making this far in your career, you have to have a lot of luck, and you also have to have a lot of people that's behind you. And I was very fortunate at a young age to have a lot of great coaches that taught me the fundamentals, showed me how to pass, shoot the ball the proper way, and it just opened doors for me to improve my game and move on. And after high school, I had an opportunity to go to college, and I want to thank Indiana State for at least giving me an opportunity to try to get a degree, which I finally did. But and playing basketball, a game I love at the same time. And there's some folks here from Terre Haute, Indiana State tonight, and I had a blast in college. I'm sure they can attest to that. So, but as you go on this journey of life, you look back and reflect on things, and it's been a great ride. It's been competitive. It's all about winning. I try to do my best to compete in every game, and you know, the next guy's going to come up here. I'll probably say something about our competition along the way. And you couldn't have a better guy to compete against year after year after year. A young man that not only took his game to another level, but helped me get mine there. So thank you, Irvin. And this is just a great honor for me. And thank you very much.
Concluding our class of 2009, please welcome Irvin Magic Johnson.
Well, first of all, I want to say God is so good, and what a blessing it is to be here, to be with these incredible young men who have given so much to the game of basketball, not just college basketball, but to the game of basketball as a whole. Little kid growing up in Lansing, Michigan, would ever thought that the school I always wanted to go to, I used to sneak into the games to see Terry Furlow and some of the guys, Benny White at Michigan State University. And thank God they never caught me sneaking in. But then when Heat Coach came to Michigan State after replacing a guy who I really loved, and Gus Kanakis, young man pulled me aside and said, Judd can really coach and you need to go there. And when I looked up and saw that he was right, I knew that was a school for me, even though I already loved the green and white already, and they didn't have to sell me too much. Judd helped me become a better basketball player, a more disciplined player, as well as a player that was really about winning. I've always wanted to get better, and every day, Judd pushed me to be better. And he never let me give an excuse. He always was on me about every day, look to improve. So who could have ever thought that we would go in together to the Hall of Fame? And I just thank God that finally they recognized one of the best coaches in college basketball. So, Coach, I say thank you today for everything. I'm just sorry that Wayman couldn't be here. Nobody could tell who had the biggest smile, whether it was Wayman or I. And I love him. We used to work out together, and his wife really represents him and the family very well. But we had a lot of good times together. And then, you know, of course, Larry, what could I say? I think that Indiana State and Michigan State put the madness in March. And he made me a better college player, he made me a better NBA player, and not just that, he made me a better man. So I'm just happy that I had somebody that always was about raising the bar. And so that made me go out. I knew he was shooting 1,000 shots a day, so I had to shoot 1,000 shots a day. So thank you, Larry, for always pushing me to be even better. And here we are together, man, in the Hall of Fame. It took them long enough, though, but I'm just kidding. And then at the end, I want to thank the city of Kansas City. You didn't know this, but in 1978, I came here because Joe Appleson called me and wanted to draft me #1 with the Kings. So I flew to Kansas City, and I met with Joe, I should say Joel, and we sat down, and he offered me $200,000 for 6 years. If my father had been there, he would have made me accept the money, but I'm glad he wasn't there. But I decided to go back to school because I knew we had some unfinished business, and I took the barbecue though. And, but I enjoyed myself, but I wasn't ready to turn pro, and I decided to go back, and I'm glad I did because we ended up winning the championship. But that was my time in Kansas City. But I also want to thank Coach Izzo at Michigan State already. One of my great mentors that I met at Michigan State. That's why I'm a businessman today. I see him sitting here, Joel Ferguson. Greg is here. I want to thank him too. And then I saw these pair of jeans walk past me one day at Michigan State. And I said, wow, them jeans look really good. And I never looked at her face. I just saw the jeans. And then I looked up and said, oh, wow, I got to have her. And I met my wife, Cookie, at Michigan State. And like Larry, Cookie could rebound because that's what our date used to be, in the gym. And here we are, 30 years later, still together in terms of having a great family. So thank you, honey, for supporting me all these years. So God bless everybody. Thank you for having me.